Today, we're going to talk about a feeling that, let's be honest, we all know and we all hate. But what if that feeling wasn't a flaw? What if it was actually a sign that you're about to unlock your greatest power? Yeah, we're about to completely flip the script on what it means to feel like an imposter. So let me ask you this. Have you ever found yourself in a new role or maybe in a meeting with people you really admire and this cold dread just washes over you? The one that whispers, "You don't belong here, you're a fake, and any minute now they're all going to figure it out." Okay, so what if that voice in your head is completely wrong about why it's there? What if I told you that feeling is not a sign of your incompetence, but actually the complete opposite? It's a signal that you're on the right track. Today, we're going to learn how to turn that inner critic into your biggest coach. So first, let's just put a name to this thing. It's called imposter syndrome. And trust me, it's everywhere. It's that deep, gut-wrenching feeling that you're a fake and that all your accomplishments are just some big misunderstanding. Do any of these sound familiar? That little voice that says, "You're not good enough"? Or how about this one? "That promotion? Oh, that was just pure luck." And the big one? "The clock is ticking. Sooner or later, everyone's going to see the real you." If you felt this, you are so not alone. All right, now this is where we take a hard left turn. We're going to bring in the big guns, the philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche. He's got a pretty radical, kind of brutal, but ultimately super empowering take on why we feel this way. See, Nietzsche would tell you that this nagging voice isn't some internal judge telling you you're a failure. Nope. He'd say it's your ambition, your raw potential, practically screaming at you to level up and become the person you're capable of being. It's proof that you're pushing yourself. And that's the absolute key right there. Think about it. You don't feel like an imposter when you're chilling in your comfort zone, right? You feel it at the exact moment you're about to grow, when you're standing on the edge of what you know and about to step into something bigger. So to really get this, we've got to talk about the engine that drives all of this. It's a core idea for Nietzsche, and he called it the will to power. Now, this term gets a really bad rap. The will to power isn't about controlling other people or being a tyrant. Not at all. It's about self-mastery. It's that basic, fundamental drive inside every single one of us to expand, to get stronger, to grow, and to express our full potential. It's your inner drive for more life. And boom, that's the connection. That uncomfortable, cringy feeling of being a fraud, that's the growing pains of your will to power. It's the tension between the person you used to be and the person you're becoming. It's literally a signpost telling you, hey, time to expand. Okay, so if this feeling is a sign we're growing, how do we actually use it instead of letting it paralyze us? Well, Nietzsche's answer is all about understanding that you are not a fixed thing. Your identity isn't set in stone. It's a process, and that process is called self-overcoming. Here's what's really happening in your brain. You feel like a fake because there's a lag. Your real-world abilities, your new job title, your actual accomplishments, they've all outrun the old story you tell yourself about who you are. It's like your personal software is a version behind your hardware. So you're basically at a fork in the road. On one side, you've got the paralyzing view. You think, my identity is fixed, so this feeling must be the truth. I'm a fraud. But on the other side is the powerful view. You see your identity as a work in progress. And suddenly, that same feeling isn't a verdict. It's a memo. It's a notification saying, time for an update. And that update process, that's self-overcoming. It's the conscious choice to climb over your old limits. It's not about arriving at some perfect final version of yourself. It's about always being in the process of building, challenging, and forging a new self out of the old one. So how do you actually do it? It's a loop. First, you acknowledge the feeling. Don't fight it. See it as a good sign. Second, you challenge that old story in your head. Ask yourself, is it really true that I can't do this? Third, you transcend your limits by doing the scary thing. And fourth, by doing it, you forge a new self. You absorb that new achievement, and your identity gets an upgrade. This all leads to maybe the most beautiful and challenging piece of this whole puzzle. Nietzsche believed that we shouldn't just tolerate the struggle of growth. We should learn to love it. He had a Latin phrase for this, Amor Fati. It literally means love of one's fate. It's this mindset of saying a radical yes to everything in your life, the good, the bad, and the deeply uncomfortable. Practicing Amor Fati means you stop wishing life was easier. You start to see that the self-doubt, the fear, the uncertainty, these aren't bugs in the system, they're features. They are the essential ingredients for your growth. They're the fire that forges you into something stronger. So you adopt what you could call the author's mindset. You stop waiting for the world to be fair. You stop waiting around for someone else to pat you on the head and tell you you're worthy. You pick up the pen yourself. You become the author of your life story, and you decide what your values and your vision are going to be. So let's bring it all home. The next time that imposter feeling sneaks up on you, I want you to try something new. Don't hear it as an accusation. Hear it for what it really is. A trumpet blast. A clarion call signaling that you are exactly where you need to be, on the frontier of your own potential. So remember this, your doubt isn't proof you're a fake. It's just the empty space between the person you were and the person you're about to become. It is not an indictment, it's an invitation. An invitation to step up and grow. The only question left is, will you accept?